Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So originally I was not going to make this video here early on because I wanted to explore kind of some other stuff, but from popular demand on the stream, people really want to see it. So I'm going to show you guys, I guess, a little bit about a sneak peek of my character, my build, some links in my gear. So first off, I am a Shadow. This is using the Fire Nova mine, and this is my current character. So first off, I will state that I want to say Witcher Templar is actually better than Shadow. Totally on speculation here, but just because elemental damage should not, I'm pretty sure it's not going to scale the added chaos on the mine, and I'm not using added chaos yet, but I think it's a future thing that I'm going to use. Whereas spell damage, I do believe, should scale the added chaos since it is tagged as a spell. Or even Templar. So that's pretty much one of the main reasons. Also, I don't really like the fire cluster here, and I'd probably even skip out on all this, but I don't know yet. Trickery is pretty good, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, this is just going to be kind of how I started. I went through, grabbed Trickery, came down, grabbed my life, went through, because originally this was my fire trapper. I didn't touch any of the crit yet. I connected through here, went through Blood Drinker, and you want to get Clever Construction as soon as possible, because in Act 4, you're going to get shit on if you don't have Clever Construction. Moving across, you'd build a character exactly like a trapper would, except instead you're going to grab Volatile Mines ASAP if you want to start getting the fast gameplay. Volatile Mines essentially allows you to to place your mine and then detonate it while you're moving with no cast time delay, which is really, really neat. Going through, came across, grabbed my life. We didn't end up going this way because we're not grabbing EB. I might use it later on with some cool stuff. Grab my AoE, came across, crew preparation with Deep Thoughts. Eventually we'd like to spec out of this. Connect through crit if you're going crits. If not, you come through the Ellie wheel. I've got Firewalker right now just because I need the resist, but I'm going to be dropping it since I'm not just since I'm not just fire. Coming through, grab Quick Recovery, came down, Retribution. I've got Amplify, Discipline and Training, Elementalist, and I've got Light of Divinity. Casting speed doesn't actually affect your how fast the trap is deployed, or the mine is deployed. Sorry, I'm still a bit sick, but it does increase the speed of the pulses, so how fast they pulsate. It's not too bad. Strength and Intelligence is okay. Light Radius is actually not bad in like mines and stuff, like mine areas, and then the spell damage is nice. So let's go ahead and talk about my gear here, what I'm using. I've got a +2 wand actually. Thankfully, Moore's ended up giving it to me. So you can also do this with, it doesn't matter if you use a scepter or not. It's virtually the same thing since you're not really doing a burn build. But I guess ideally Ellie damage probably, unless you're doing added chaos, then spell damage. So +2 fire gems with spell damage. That's all that really matters. Ideally as well, you'd want a mana regen roll here. And it's linked with Fire Nova Mine, increased AoE, and added lightning. If you don't want increased AoE, you can use, I don't know, don't use Conk. You can use like Fire Pen or something else. I'll talk about why you don't want to use Conk a little bit later on. My helmet, I've got Anger, Herald of Ice, Herald of Thunder, and Reduced Mana. I can't run Herald of Ice yet. I just picked it up. In my build, I've been looking for a way. I spent 20 regrets trying to work this out and trying to make it better. People in the stream helped me out a bit. I kind of still want to spec here to grab Reduced Mana Reservation. I don't know if I want to just spend an intel point to grab it. So I think what I'm going to do instead is delay it. And I'm going to come through Light of Divinity upward, grab Purity of Flesh, move across, and grab Sovereignty. I think that is the better way to do it. Once I get that, I can for sure run 100% Herald of Ice. So the goal would be there is double aura, or double heralds along with Anger. So you can see here is Herald of Thunder. You can see the tooltip, and then we're gonna put on our Anger, and that's it right now. All right. You are welcome. Shut up, no one likes you. Okay, so continuing on with the character as well. Let's go into some more links here. If people want to see the gem as well, you can check the gem out right here. When it levels up, the actual the 27% more damage per repeat, I believe, started at 20%. So that actually goes up, which is really, really strong. In my shield, I've got Conk Effect with Flame Surge and Trap. That'll be swapped to a 4-link, and we'll add Fire Pen. In my chest piece, I've just got Trap, Smoke Mine, Flammability. Nothing special because I use Ellie Weakness anyways. And then I've just got random shit. I've got Cold Snap, Summon Flame Golem, etc. So the goal here is to actually put in, since I'm playing a very risky build, I would like to put in Cold Snap, Ellie Prolif, increased AoE Trap, so I can actually have you know, another setup to actually freeze targets. But anyway, let's go ahead, and I don't really want to show you guys a map because I only have one map right now. So I'm 69. It's also my favorite number. I mean, what? I'm going to show you guys some content that's similar to my level. So I'll run Dread Lake here. I think it's 67, 66. It is 67. Pop out my golem here, and let me show you guys the playstyle. So 1, 2, curse, 3, detonates. Actually, I think this is really low. Let me turn this up here really fast. Oopsies. I don't know what I just did there. Sound. Let's turn this up. Let's turn this up as well. Alright. So again, 1, 2, and we're just going to move on. I only have like a 20% crit rate. Nothing too high right now. The reason why I don't really want to run Conk Effect with it is since you're playing a mine, you're already putting yourself at risk. You really are. You don't want to put yourself more at risk by having to go closer. I think that the farther away you can get, and the more overlaps you can get, the better, rather than having to go really close to the mobs. The single target is actually pretty good, assuming you can actually set your mines up. As of right now, it's nothing too special. The main single target's going to come from my Flame Surge and my Fire Trap, rather than the actual skill itself. I think it's going to be really nice being a crit Fire Trapper, essentially, and using crit Flame Surge as well is going to be super cool to actually scale the build. So it's kind of interesting. It's like a mixture. The damage should go up exponentially as well once I get Herald of Ice running. That should be cool. So this is Vol in Merciless. I can show you the damage is not that great by any means. This is actually really dangerous to do. Let's see if I can get him without getting myself killed. He's charging. Now I don't have increased AoE, or sorry, I don't have Fire Pen on this or anything, so it's not very strong for single target. It's literally, okay, that hit really hard. That was like a almost 3k damage, I think. Let's see. Is he charging again? There he is. I also ended up dropping my my mana flask, so I do oom out a little bit here. There he goes. A single target will be much better though later on, when I can actually run, when I'm actually crit 100%. It'll be really nice with the Fire Trap Ignite and with the Flame Surge multiplier. So I'm pretty excited to see how that works. I think I might do enough damage as well to actually freeze targets with Herald of Ice, which will be super cool and beneficial as well. To see how that works. Defensive wise, of course, as my builds are, I don't really have much defense. I am running, actually I'm not running a melee weapon right now, so I'm gonna have to see what's gonna happen. Ideally, I'd like to use a Scepter for the Ellie base and run Fortify. I will Vigilant Strike probably, and I'll just see what I can do with that. Worst case scenario, I'll go Dagger. Actually, no, let me clarify. I'm either gonna use a Staff or a Dagger. There we go. So it's either Divnaris. It's probably Divnaris or the new staff that's out, the Mind Staff, which you guys can find on Reddit. I forgot exactly what it's called. It's pretty neat. It gives insane mind laying speed. But so if I go Dagger, I can actually use Whirling Blades, and I can link Fortify to Whirling Blades. If I go, I think I can even use Vigilant Strike with that too, right? And then if I go Scepter, I'll just use Vigilant Strike with increased duration or something. I don't think it's going to be that bad. So this is the character as of right now. I'll go over my gear again really fast because I don't think I showed all the gear. This character is, again, pretty much almost 100% self-found. You know, it's not like you can buy much gear in a beta. So let's go over what I've got so far. In terms of my gear, my gloves are just strength, strength for requirements. So strength, life, cold res. My belt is life, cold res. My boots are life, movement speed, fire, cold. Shield is just mono regen, life, dual res. Ring is low life, a little bit of Ellie res. Other ring is actually pretty good. It's life, mana, high mana regen, double res. Chest piece is life, dex, res. Ami I actually crafted myself, that's why it's so shitty. It is life, all res, mana regen. And then my helmet is just life, res. So pretty basic gear, just little basic things. The skill's pretty cool. I don't really know if it's overpowered. A lot of people are saying it is. I don't think it's really that overpowered. If they tone it down a little bit, that's understandable, but I don't think it's OP as people really seem to think it is. I mean, if I could show you guys my Fire Trapper from non-beta, which you guys could play now, I would say it's way more OP than this character. But that's beside the point. You know, people believe what they want to believe. So that's pretty much it. I'm open for a lot of gem options. I don't know what exactly I'm doing yet. Or jewel, sorry. I've got like a jewel socket here. I've got the potential for a jewel socket here, which I don't think I'll be picking up, but that's just there. I've got an optional jewel socket here. Which the interesting thing is, that's a there. No, if this jewel was right here, I could probably do like intuitive leap maybe, and pick up both of these or something, but that's not the point. I've got a jewel socket here, and if I work around to here, which I'm not sure I'm going to do, I probably will to grab devotion, then I've got a jewel socket here as well. So that's pretty much it. That's the build. That's showcasing you guys the skill. It is really, really, really cool for opening boxes. I've got a lot more AoE to scale still. I'm still looking at getting a quality area of effect, assuming it's not changed too much, a Divnaris possibly, and a Carcass. And it'd be awesome to see how far the AoE can scale. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Hope you see you guys tomorrow. And make sure to check my stream out for the beta, where tomorrow I'll probably be streaming about 1 p.m. Central Time. So check it out there. I'll be mapping. But with that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And have a good one, everybody.